What's up, YouTube? Tom Zoe here. NBC has announced its for 2019 to 2020 lineup. All right, here's the lineup of the upcoming fall shows. All right, on Monday. Now, granted, these don't have like dates or anything, but most like the fall season usually begins like in September, so most of these will most likely have their September premiere. But we probably won't know what like when these shows will like what the actual date of these shows will premiere most likely until June. We'll probably find out when these like what days these shows will premiere on. So right now these are just the the week that these shows are going to be premiered. So all right, now the for 2019 lineup includes Mondays at 8 p.m. is The Voice Season 17. At 10 p.m. is Bluff City Law, which stars Jimmy Smith, which is a new series. On Tuesdays is the encore of The Voice. At 9 p.m. on Tuesdays is this is season 4, which by the way also got renewed for pretty much up to season 6. So for you This Is Us fans, there's some good news there. All right. At 10 p.m. is season 2 of New Amsterdam, which is an okay show. I mean, it's not like great, nothing like that, but I kind of think it's a pretty decent show. All right, on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. is Chicago Med. There's of course Chicago Fire and Chicago PD. So if you're a fan of those Chicago shows, Wednesdays is of course the Chicago shows. All right, on Thursdays it'll be at 8 p.m. is Superstore Season 5. At 8:30 p.m. is Perfect Harmony, which is a new series that stars Bradley Whitford. At 9 p.m. is The Good Place Season 4, which is a new time slot. At 9:30 p.m. is a new show called Sunnyside, which stars Cal Penn. And at 10 p.m. is Law and Order SVU, which is coming in at season 21. Holy cow. Boy. Crazy how long Law and Order has been on the air for. Anyway, on Friday is The Blacklist season 7, which of course stars James Spader. Then there's a Dateline, which is at 9 p.m. Dateline. Almost for some reason I thought I said Nightline. Anyway, it's Dateline, of course. Saturdays there's Dateline, Saturday Night Mystery, Saturday Night Live, season 45. Of course, premieres at 11:30 p.m. on Saturdays. Of course, for you football fans, there's also us on Sundays. There's football night in American and Sunday Night Football. But I'm not really all that into football. But if you guys are into football, good news. This for football return on Sundays on NBC. So, and there's also like other shows that's gonna be premiering like health that's gonna premiere like for mid season. They of course include America's Got Talent Champion, Ellen's Game of Games, Low Big Shots, which by the way will be hosted by Melissa McCartney, who's gonna replace Steve Harvey this season. There's of course the new season of World of Dance, which is judged by Jennifer Lopez. The new season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Will and Grace, a new show called In Depth, The Keenan Show, Manifest, Good Girls, Blind Spot, Council of Dads, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, and Lincoln. They're all shows that's going to be premiering mid-season. Now, still no word on if shows like Abby's, AP Bio, The Enemy Within, the new series The In Between, The Tightening Games, or The Village. No word on if those shows are going to get renewed or not. Then, of course, I Feel Bad, Marlon, Reverie, Timeless, and Trial and Error. They all got axed by NBC. Boy, not a lot of shows that NBC cancels. I mean, NBC still cancels some stuff, but not as many shows as they used to. Like NBC always usually they're the channel that usually just gets rid of anything. So it's cool that most of their like new shows are still like are gonna be premiering and all, so that's pretty cool. Now, as for the new shows coming, for Bluff City Laws, it's a new one of the new shows is called is a legal show called Bluff City Laws, which is gonna be premiering on Mondays on NBC, and it stars Jimmy Smith, Caitlin McGee, Nick Basta, Stony Bladen, Scott Shepard, and Barry Salone. Here's what Bluff City Law is about. Coming from a famous Memphis family known for taking on injustice, brilliant lawyer Sydney Strait, played by Caitlin McGee, used to work at her father Elijah's celebrated law firm t- um, till her relationship got in the way. After barely speaking to him for years, Sydney is suddenly thrust back into the family fold when her mother passes away unexpectedly. In the wake of her loss, hoping to reconnect with the daughter he loves, Elijah, who is by the way played by Jimmy Smith, asks Sydney to rejoin his firm. She agrees because, despite her lingering resentment and distrust, she knows that working alongside her father is her best hope at changing the world if they can ever get along. Now, there's been like they got so many legal shows. Like one, there was of course Chicago PD. There was also another Chicago show, which I believe was like another Chicago legal show, which actually didn't really last so long. So, but Blessed Law, they just released like a TV spot for it. I'll probably post some of the trailers in the description box. But like I said, it looks like just looks like your general legal show. I mean, like I said, there's so many legal shows out there. Of course, Fox just had Proven Innocence, which kind of got canceled. But I mean, some of the legal shows are usually hit and misses, so I'm curious in checking out Bluff City Law. Who knows if it'll be any good or not? But hey, Jimmy Smith is in it. I like Jimmy Smith's, NYPD Blue, which is supposedly supposed to come back on ABC. So there's that. Don't really know much about the other actors. Like I've seen Kayfla McGee in a couple stuff. Like she was on Marvelous Miss Maisel and a few other shows, but I don't really know a whole lot about her. So I'm curious to checking this Bluff City Law out. I mean, like I said, God knows if it'll be any good or not. But the trailer was pretty decent, so I'll probably give this one a shot. All right, one of the other new shows is called Sunnyside, which stars Cal Penn, who I really loved on in the movies Harry and Kumar. Anyway, Sunnyside also stars the likes of Diana Maria Riva, Moses Storm, Joe Kim Booster, Karen Diallo, Tudor Podrot, Poppy Lau, and Samba Shagat. Here's what Sunnyside is supposed to be about. Cal Penn plays a guy named Garrett Modi, who is living the American dream as the youngest New York City councilman ever. He was rubbing elbows with the politician elite, attending star-studded parties, and was the pride of Queens. But instead of spending his time in office helping the people that got him elected, he lost his way amidst the power and glamour of politics. When his downward spiral got him busted for public intoxication and downright stupidity, it was all caught on tape and ended his career. Now, Garrett's crashing with his sister Mallory and wondering where it all went wrong. That is, until he's hired by a diverse group of idealists who dream of becoming American citizens and believe he can help giving him a new sense of purpose and a chance for redemption as long as he remembers where he came from. They also released like a trailer for this as well. Sunnyside looks like it could be another pretty funny comedy. I mean, this show is going to be a premiere on Thursdays. So it'll be in the Thursday timeline, with shows like Superstore and most likely Brooklyn Nine-Nine and maybe AP Bio if that gets renewed. But anyway, I think sci-fi could be an interesting generic comedy, and I mean I like Cal Penn. I've always been a fan of this guy ever since I saw the Harold Kumar films. Like him and John Cho's chemistry in those films, I really love. I'm still holding out hope we'll see another one, but that's a topic for another day. Anyways, and I'm always interested in seeing a new show that takes place in New York City. Because I'm from here. So yeah, I think this could be something pretty interesting to watch. And this is actually Cal Penn's second show that's come by the way, because he's also returning for season 3 of Designated Survivor, which premieres on Netflix. So he has not one but two shows coming, both a new season of Designated Survivor and so that should be interesting to see. And I don't really know, I don't really know much about the other actors, but they look like they could be pretty. Like some of the cast members of this look like they could be pretty funny in this, and I'm really curious in hanging with these characters and also I'll probably give this one a shot on Thursdays. All right, now the next show that's premiering is a show called Perfect Harmony, which is like a choir show, and it stars the likes of Bradley Whitford from Get Out and Billy Madison fame, as well as Anna Kemp from Pitch Perfect fame, Gino Segers, Dominic Burgess, Will Greenberg, Wizrin Manji, Spencer Alport, and Timberly Hill. Here's what it's about. Bradley Whitford stars in this comedy about finding inspiration in the most unlikely places when former Princeton music professor Arthur Conran, played by Whitford, unexpectedly stumbles into choir practice at a small town church. He finds a group of singers who are out of tune in more ways than one. Despite the ultimate clash of sensibilities, Arthur and his newfound cohorts may just be the perfect mix of individuals to help each other reinvent and rediscover a little happiness just when they all need it the most. Now, I'm a big fan of Bradley Whitford. No matter what, no matter what Bradley Whitford will be in, whether it's a Get Out or The West Wing or whatever, he will always be the villain from Billy Madison in my book. I've always been a fan of him ever since Billy Madison. I'm not even kidding. And this kind of looks like to me it kind of looks like let's see, Pitch Perfect meets Sister Act. I mean, I'm not saying that because Anna Camp is in this, and of course she's in the Pitch Perfect movies, but it does have like a Pitch Perfect feel to it, and it's also in church, which is like in the vein of Sister Act. So yeah, this has like some sort of those feels to it, and I think this looks like it would be a pretty interesting little comedy. I mean, it's nice to see Bradley Whitford back on TV. Of course, he's best known for The West Wing, and he's been in like other recent TV stuff. I mean, most notably, he was just in the Oscar nominated film Get Out, and he was just on a episode of Mom, and he was on Shameless, and it's nice to see him lead a new TV show. I've always found Bradley Whitford to be a very tragically underrated actor. Like he's always these actors that you've seen his face but don't really know his name. And I think after Get Out, lots of people probably recognize this guy more ever since Get Out hit fame. So nice to see Bradley Whitford making some sort of major comeback now. So I mean, it took like decades, but I should see him being popular in the public eye because I think he's a terrific actor. The guy could do comedy, he could do drama, he could even do horror, like we've seen in Get Out and Cabin in the Woods. So, and by the way, I cannot wait to see him in the new Godzilla film. That should be interesting to watch. Anyway, yeah, I'm really curious to check this in this Perfect Harmony show out. Who knows if it'll be any good or not, but that has to be wait and see. Now, this also premieres on Thursdays, so I'll probably give this one a shot when it premieres. All right, now the shows that's supposed to be premiering mid-season, which I'm actually sometimes the mid-season shows actually end up being a little better than the four seasons on the NBCs. But anyway, the mid-season shows that's supposed to be premiering. Now, there's no word on if these will premiere like later this year or maybe most likely most of these shows will start to premiere like in January, then down the line, and sometimes they might actually premiere in the summer. Who knows? But anyway, here's the other new shows that's coming to NBC. All right. One of the new shows coming to NBC for the mid-season one is a show called Lincoln, which is actually like a TV show of the Bone Collector, which is of course based on a book and was turned into a movie with Denzel Washington and Queen Latifah and Angelina Jolie. Here's what Lincoln is supposed to be about. For stars, Lincoln stars Russell Hornsby, who was just in the aforementioned Proven Innocence, which of course just got canceled. There's also Area Cabell from another cancer show, Midnight Texas. Michael Imperioli from The Sopranos is in this. Here's what it's about. It's about a retired forensic criminologist teams up with an ambitious young detective to help capture some of the most dangerous criminals in America. Now, the movie version was actually really decent. It had like Denzel, Angelina Jolie was in that, Queen Latifah. Some pretty good actors was in the movie version. So I'm really curious to see how good the TV version is. I mean, I like Russell Hornsby. I mean, I think that guy should have scored an Oscar nomination for that movie, The Hate You Give, and he was also great in Fences. So, and he's kind of a TV veteran because he was also on that show, that Grimm show. What was it called? Not Brothers Grimm. Yeah, I think it was just called Grimm. He was on. He was pretty good. What's his Sleepy Hollow? Yeah, it was Grimm. He was on. Anyway, yeah, this. I mean, they don't have a trailer for it yet, so maybe they'll release a trailer sometime later this year. Who knows? But I think this could be something really interesting, and I'm curious to check it out. I also like Ariel Winter. I kind of had a big crush on her ever since I saw her in one of those straight to DVD American Pie movies, which was Bandcamp. She was really great in that, and she was also in John Tucker Must Die, and she was also in the last horrible 50 Shades movie. And I should mention she's an NBC vet thanks to Midnight Texas, which got canceled after 2 seasons. So I'm curious to check out this Lincoln show. I mean, kind of weird it's being called Lincoln, though. I mean, I'm waiting for either a Abraham Lincoln reference or a Lincoln car reference. I mean, I'm waiting for Matthew McConaughey just show up out of nowhere with his Lincoln car, but I'm thinking they're probably gonna change the name because the name Lincoln sounds a little weird to be honest. Yeah, but who knows? Maybe it'll be one of those shows that's really good but has a terrible name. I mean, there's always lots of really good shows and movies that are good but have not so good names. So maybe this would be one of them. Who knows? All right. Also coming to NBC for mid-season is the Keenan Show, which stars Keenan Thompson as a widowed dad who tries to raise his kid with his father-in-law, who's by the way going to be played by Andy Garcia. Now it's reported that just because Ken Thompson is going to be having a new show, he's still going to be able to do SNL. Like I don't think Ken Thompson is going anywhere after during because of course Ken Thompson is on SNL, so I really don't think that guy's ever going anywhere from SNL because. Of course, there's been lots of actors who have been leaving SNL lately, but I mean, Ken Thompson will probably leave eventually, but I don't think he'll be leaving anytime soon because I'm really happy to see him still being on SNL because the other casts are cool, like Kate McKinnon's cool and Cecily Strong and all of them are cool. But the heart of the show is Ken Thompson. I mean, he's been on that show for pretty much for years, and I'm glad just because he has a new NBC show coming out, I'm just glad that he's not leaving SNL for the show. But anyway, now back to the Keenan show. I'm glad to see Kenan Thompson back on a scripted show because I mean, who didn't love Kenan and Kel back in the days? I mean, Kenan and Kel was just that was a funny show back. That of course premiered on Nickelodeon, and I mean, I'm hoping maybe Kel Mitchell will have a guest, like a maybe a cameo or guest spot. It'll be cool. I've always wanted to see like a Kenan and Kel reunion on Saturday Night Live, but surprisingly that never happened. So hopefully, maybe we'll see Kel Mitchell have some sort of guest spot on the Kenan show because that would be interesting. And Andy Garcia on a TV show on a TV comedy. That's I mean Andy Garcia's done comedy before, so it should be interesting to see how good he does on a show like this. I mean Andy Garcia and Kenan Thompson together. Why not? I'll give that one a shot. Also, coming to NBC for the midseason is a show called In Depth, which stars Adam Pally from Happy Endings, Abby Elliott, also from Saturday Night Live fame, TV veteran Steven Weber from the show Wings, and also Fran Drescher from The Nanny is also in this. I mean, The Nanny was that was a iconic sitcom back in the days. I mean, who didn't love The Nanny? And it's pretty cool seeing Fran Drescher making some sort of comeback here. And here's what it's supposed to be about. Adam Pally and Abby Elliott plays a couple named Dave and Rebecca who end up having to take care of Dave's parents who have mishandled their finances and need to pay and they like need help to pay down a sizable debt. I mean, this is like a multi-cam sitcom, which I actually like multi-cams. I mean, single cams like Modern Family and all that are and The Good Place and Superstore, they're cool, but I don't know. Lots of people always trash on these type of sick like multi-cams because they don't like the laugh tracks and all. But I really get a kick out of these multi-cam shows, and NBC has been doing pretty good when it comes to multi-cams. You know, they got Will and Grace. Abby's is pretty good. I mean, that show's a hit and miss to be honest with you, but I'm digging Abby's. So I'm really curious to see how good In Depth will be. I mean, God knows if it'll be any good or not. That has to be wait and see. But I mean, it's cool to see Adam Pally back on TV. Like he hasn't really had, he hasn't had that great luck with TV shows lately. Like Happy Endings got canceled. Then he also did that time travel show that was on Fox with Lathan Macer. That didn't work out. So hopefully In Depth will do. And not to mention Adam Pally is also in the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie, so he has some interesting projects coming out as well. So I'm really curious to see how good Adam Pally will do in this. And Abby Elliott, who, by the way, is the daughter of actor Chris Elliott. I like Abby Elliott. I kind of miss her on SNL. She was really good on that show. But one reason why I want to see this is because, of Fran Drescher's like TV comeback. It'll be cool seeing her back on a TV sitcom. I'm still holding out hope that we'll probably see a Nanny revival in the near future. Not sure if it'll ever happen, to be honest with you, but who knows? Strange things have happened, but I'm really curious to check it out In Depth. I mean, it could be something pretty good. Alright. Also premiering in mid-season is a show called Council of Dads, which stars The Walking Dead alums Sarah Wayne Callis, Clive Stanton, who was just on the short-lived Taken series, Tom Everett Scott from That Thing You Do, J. August Richards from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fame, and a couple of others. Here's what this show's about. When Scott, who's a loving father of four, has elite life's plan thrown into upheaval by a cancer diagnosis, he calls on a few of his closest allies to step in as backup dads for every stage of his growing family's life. Scott assembles a trusted group of role models that includes Anthony, his oldest friend, Larry, his AA sponsor, and Oliver, his surgeon and best friend to his wife Robin. These men agree to devote themselves to supporting and guiding Scott's amazing family through all the triumphs and challenges life has to offer, just in case he ever can't be there to do with him. should do so himself. Now, this might actually be another tearjerker show. Like, of course, NBC's doing that pretty well with This Is Us, and of course, ABC just has that show Million Little Things. So this is probably gonna be another tearjerker show, which I'm curious to check this one out. I mean, that Taken show that Clive Stanton was on, that was not that good to be honest, yeah. But I'm really curious to checking out this Councils of Dad show. I mean, there's no like trailers for anything, but I really like the synopsis. It's based on a book, which of course I never read, but I'm really still curious to check it out. I'm hoping we maybe get a trailer sometime later this year because I think it could be something pretty interesting to watch. And like I said, it'll most likely be a tearjerker. I could probably see this premiering maybe around the same time, maybe as This Is Us or something. But yeah, I'll definitely give this one a shot. All right, another show premiering around in the mid season is Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, which stars the likes of Jane Levy, Skylar Aston, Peter Gallagher, Alex Noel, John Clarence Stewart, Carmen Cusack, and Mary Steenburgen. Here's what the show's about. The show centers on Zoe Clark, played by Levy, who's a whip-smart computer coder forging her way in San Francisco. After an unusual event, she starts to hear the innermost wants and desires of the people around her through songs. At first, she questions her own sanity, but soon realizes that unwanted curse may be an incredible, wonderful gift. So she pretty much hears songs around her. I mean, I guess that explains the title, Zoe's playlist, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. So that explains the title right there. Now, Jane Levy, I'm a big fan of this girl right here. She was, of course, on the short-lived show Suburgatory, which I'm still kicking that 80s. I'm still mad that ABC got rid of that show because I really loved Suburgatory. And of course, Jane Levy also was on the first season of Shameless. She was in the Evil Dead remake, Don't Breathe. I think she's a great actress, so I cannot wait to see how good she does in this. I mean, it kind of also sounds like that ex girlfriend show that's on CW. I mean, we don't really got too many musical shows now. Like, I'm hoping this is also better than NBC's other music show, which was what was that show? That show Rise, which I was really disappointed by. I mean, the trailer for Rise made it look like it was going to be like at the next Glee or some sort of musical, but it barely had even any music in it, which I was really disappointed by that show. But hopefully, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist will be a better show than that one. I mean, we do probably need like another music-based show since Glee ended, and um, God knows how long Empire's gonna last, and of course, Star just ended. So I'm down to see another music based show, and hopefully, Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist will be a pretty good one because I really like the synopsis here. I think it sounds interesting. So I'll probably give this one a shot when it premieres. Not sure when it'll premiere, but I mean, too bad this is not premiering this fall because out of all the shows that's coming, I'm kind of more interested in this one, really. So let's see how interesting the show will be. And I mean, the show could also end up not being that good. That's always a possibility. But it'll be curious to see how good it'll be. All right, now NBC has also passed on a couple of shows. Like they passed off, like a couple of shows that they passed off on included a show called Primes with Mullen Ackerman, some show called Friends-in-Law, like Magic, which supposedly had Chris Angel in it. Village Gazette got passed on, and a show called Emergence also got passed off from NBC, but got moved to ABC. So that's good news, I guess. So I guess not every show's like every pilot on NBC was lucky enough, but I'm really curious to check some of these shows out. Some of the new shows sounds interesting. I mean, pretty cool to see Superstore returning. Um, So yeah, that's pretty much all the stuff that's coming to NBC this far. Let me leave you guys. What shows are you looking forward to watch on NBC? Like, are you looking forward for the next seasons of This Is Us? Are you looking for the next season of Superstore, Will and Grace, Brooklyn Nine Nine, etc.? And what are some of the new shows coming to NBC that you're interested in checking out? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.